Good evening, everyone. So today we are going to learn about number systems in computers. So I hope you have learned basic computers in your previous class, that is in class 6. So you have seen that whatever the data you are writing or whatever the application software you are using, you just directly click on them. You just click on the icons and that application is started. And then you start using them. Let's suppose you are writing something in a Word and you are typically typing. But does that typing your computer understand? No. So there is some kind of system by which help this computer understands whatever you are typing. So let's come to this number system and see what are the different number systems that our computer use. So basically in this today's lectures we are going to learn what is basically a number system, and generally there are multiple types of number systems, but we are going to learn only decimal number system and binary number system, and we would see how we can convert a decimal number to a binary number. So so basically a number system is a set of values used to represent different quantities is known as your number system. So what does it mean is basically whenever you want to just find the quantities, or you want to describe a unit for particular quantity, so we can call them as a number system. So in the real world you can say like for a dozen, that means we have 12 quantities, 12 units, so that's equivalent to your 1 dozen. So we can say it is a kind of number system. Like you have 1 kg, so that kg includes your 1000 grams, so that means 1000 units. So we can say that it is a different kind of number system. So all these things that we use basically to represent these quantities, we call it as a number system. So the digital computer represents your all kind of data and information basically in binary numbers. So like I told you earlier, like suppose if we're writing hello, so that means for this hello word, it won't be directly, it can't be directly understood by your computer. First, your computer will convert this text into a binary number. So the binary number, that means would be in form of 0101, something like that. And then it will understand what you are trying to write, and then it will show you on your computer screen. So basically this data and information is represented in your binary number format. So those data will include your audios, graphics, video files, text, and normal numbers like 1, 2, 3, 4. So all these are represented in a binary format, that is 0101 form. So whenever there would be a number system, so you would find a base or radix for that, which will let you know that how many numbers or how many digits are allowed in this particular number system. Let's suppose there is some number, something like 795, and it is written as, let's say, base. This one is called as base or radix. Okay, so this represents, that means 17 digits are allowed including 0. So that means if there are digits from 0 to 16, so those digits can come under this particular number system. So the counting would be from 0 to 16. In digital computer system, we have 4 types of number system. First one is your decimal number system. Second, first one is your decimal. Second is binary number system. Then we have octal number system and a hexadecimal number system. So basically these are the four types that your computer system generally understands. You can see. So the decimal number system, as the name suggests, so it consists of 10 digits only. That means 0 to 9. That is 0, that is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. Only these digits are allowed in this number system. So this is generally the normal number system that you people generally use in your real time. And obviously the base would be 10, as I earlier told you in an example, that if there are a base, so that would be contain one less number. So that means the base is 10. That's why only 0 to 9 digits are allowed. The base of a number system, so the base of a number system tells you the total number of digits used in. So that means whatever the base would be, it will let you know that there are only these numbers are allowed. This much of number digits are allowed. Let's say if there is a base of 17, that means that particular number system would contain 17 digits, including 0. So that's why it allowed from 0 to 16 only. Then it is generally placed as a subscript, like in the bottom of a number. Let's say, so here is one example for this decimal number. Here is your number and this one is the base. So it simply implies that this number is a decimal number which can contain only 10 digits. That means 0 to 9, any of the digits. Like suppose I am writing a number 9997 and its base is like 10. So this is also a decimal number system. But if you write like 999 and having its base 8, so this would be a wrong representation, because this base tells that only 8 digits are allowed. So the digits would be from 0 to 7. So if the digit is higher than this, that means that representation is incorrect. So in a number system, so whatever be the value of a number, yeah, or we can say that the value of a digit will depend on its position. So how that position will be defined? So basically it is also, you can say, called as a positional value system or positional value notation. That is system or notation. So the position of first digit towards left side of the decimal point is 0. That is, let's say we have a number and there is decimal point and it is like this. So towards left side, that means this position. So this position would be your 0th position. Which one? 0th. And the value of the number is determined by multiplying the digits with the weight of their position. So that means the number was, let's say this one. So this would be the 0th position, and how we will get is weight with multiplying the power of that particular number system with the digits. That means if I have to get this value, so that means it would be 2 into 10 to the power 0. So if I do this, so what value I would get? 10 to the power 0 would be 1 and the value would be 2. Similarly, I have to get at this position value. So the position is a 1, because towards left side it would be increasing and towards right side it would be decreasing. So here the value would be 7 into 10 to the power 1. That means 7 into 10, which means it is 70. So the positional value is 70. So we have the rightmost digit is called LSD and the leftmost is called MSD. So it's something like, let's have a normal number without any decimal. So if we talk about this number, so this would be the LSD, that is your least significant digit, and this would be your MSD, that is most significant digit. These are the basically short terms you can say which tells you the highest value that a particular number contains or the lowest value. So like this is an example. So we have a number 1, 2, 3, 4. So the position of 1 would be 1000, second would be 100, 3 would be at 10th position and 4 would be at unit position. And how we can get it? We can get it like the base is 10 for a decimal number system. So it is on which position? It's starting from 0, 1, 0, 1, 2, 3. So what we did is 1 into 10 to the power 3, 2, it is on second position, sorry, on third position, but that value is 2. So 2 into 10 to the power 2 and 3 into 10 to the power 1 and then 4 into 10 to the power 0, and we would get like this and the finally this number. So this is how your decimal number system works. Similarly, this is a decimal number that includes some values after decimal as well. So if we want to represent it in a complete decimal number system form, so like I earlier told, if we are going towards the left side of a decimal point, then the power would be increasing, and if we are moving toward right side of a decimal point, then the power would be decreasing. So you can see that 1 into 10 to the power 2, let's say the position, so here would be 0, 1, 2, and after decimal it would be decreasing to the 0. So that means here would be -1, this would be -2. So we have multiplied 8 into 10 to the power -2, 7 with 10 to the power -1, 9 with 10 to the power 0, and 3 with 10 to the power 1. And when we summed up all these numbers, so we would get this number. Okay. So this was the decimal number system where we see that only 10 digits are allowed from 0 to 9, and if the value is positioned after at the left side of a decimal point, then the 10 to the power would be increasing, and if it is at the right side, then 10 to the power would be decreasing. Similarly, we have this binary number system. So basically binary number system in digital computers shows you about, tells you about the two states only. So these states would be either on or off. So it would be like you can imagine like you have a switch in your homes. You have seen some electric switch. So when you just click downwards on your switch, so that would light the bulb, and when you click on upward, so it will off the bulb. So it is something the same thing, like it has only two states, either on or off. Once you click it on, that means it represents your value 1, and if it is off, that means the value considered is as 0. So there are only 2 digits in this binary number system. So as earlier I told you, in the decimal number system, the number of digits we are using, that means that is the base. So here we are using only 2 digits, that is 0 and 1. So that's why the base of whatever the number is, that base would be 2. So for example, like we have this number 1011, as it contains only 2 types of digits, 0 and 1. So the base is given as 2. So this base basically tells you that whether this number is decimal or it's a binary. Let's suppose if I have written something like this and I have given base as 10. So now tell me, this would be a binary number or a decimal number? Just 10 seconds we will take. Okay, so basically I told you earlier, this base will let you know the number type, which number system it belongs to. So the base is given as 10. So this particular number is your decimal number. Similarly, if this number has a base 2, which is allowed, because in the base 2 there is only 2 digits allowed, that is 0 and 1, and in this number contains only 0 and 1. So that means it would be a binary number and it is right representation. Similarly, in this case, here are only 1 and 0 allowed, but the base is given as 10, and in base 10 we have seen that digits from 0 to 9 are allowed. So that means it is a decimal number and it is a legitimate number. So similarly, if you want to see the positional value, so like I told, the number system we are talking about, so the power will go to that particular number system. So in this, if we want to see that what would be the positional value, so it would be again 2 to the power 0. This would be 1, 2 and 3. So once we will multiply it with this value, so we can get it the decimal number. That means if we write it something like 1 into 2 to the power 3 plus 0 into 2 to the power 2 plus 1 into 2 to the power 1 plus 1 into 2 to the power 0. So the number after multiplying we will get, so that would be a decimal number. So 2 to the power 3 is your 8, that is 1 into 8 plus whatever you multiply with the 0, that would come as 0 plus 2 to the power 1 is 2 plus 2 to the power 0 is 1. So it would be your 8 plus 0 plus 2 plus 1, which is equivalent to 11. So this number is your decimal number basically, because these are the positional values, and once we multiply the numbers to the positional values, so we generally get that decimal number. Now let's see how we can convert a decimal number into a binary number. What we have to do is, here are the steps. So first, what you have to do is, you have to divide the decimal number by 2. Okay, and whatever with the remainder, we will write it at the right side of the dividend. The question becomes the dividend for the next division. That means once you divide it with the 2, whatever with the question remainder, you will write it in the dividend, right of the dividend, and that particular value would be, the quotient would be at your dividend part, and this process will be repeated until the quotient becomes 0. Let's see how we are going to do it. So here is an example. We have a number 25. This number we have to convert into a binary. So we will start dividing it with the 2. So if we divide 25 from 2, so what would we get? 2 ones are 2, then 2 2s are 4. What would be the remainder? Remainder would be the 1. So you have to write it at the right side. So 1 would be the remainder. Then we again divided 12 with the 2. We will get 6. And what would be the remainder this time? This time the remainder would be 0. We will divide now 6 with 2. We will get 3. Again the remainder is 0. Then we will divide 3 by 3 with 2. So here it will go for 1 time, and the remainder would be 1. Now, can we divide 1 from 2? Mathematically we can, but if we see at the logical system, so we can't do. So that means in this case, remainder would be 1 and your question become 0. Now what you have to do is, you have to write your number in a reverse order. So that means we will start writing from here. So 1, 1, then we would have 0, 0, 1. So base 2. So this would be your equivalent to 25. I hope is it clear to everyone. Let's see one more example onto this. Okay. So let's see one more example. Let's say we have a number. Let's say we have a number 75 and we have to convert it into a binary number. So what we have to do is, we have to divide so let's say this number we have to divide and we have to find its equivalent binary number. So we will start dividing. So 2 3s are 6, 1 15, 2 7s are 14. What remainder we will get? We will get 1. Now we will divide the 37 again with 2. So 2 1s are 2, 1, carry forward to this. So that means 17. 2 6s are, sorry, 2 8s are 16. Again the remainder is 1. We will keep dividing until we get the 0. So 2 9s are 18. Now the remainder is 0. Again 2 4s are 8. The remainder is 1. Again 2 2s are 4. The remainder is 0. Again 2 1s are 2. Remainder 0 again. Now can we divide it? No. So now the question becomes 0 and the remainder would be 1. So now the binary equivalent of this 75 would be, we will start writing from bottom to top. So that means 1 0 0 1 0 1 1 and the base is 2. So this is how we can convert a decimal number into a binary number. Let's see a quick recap. What would we have learned today? So today we have seen learned about the number system. What is a number system, we call it, what are the different quantities it may contain, and what are the different types of number system the digital computer contains. So we have seen that there are 4 types of number system in digital computer: decimal, binary, octal and hexadecimal. So these are the 4 binary number system that a digital computer generally use. We have learned about the decimal number system and binary number system. So we have seen that in decimal number system there are only 0 to 9 digits are allowed and the base of a number is given as 10. While in the binary number systems only 0 and 1 are allowed So basically there are only two numbers, that is 0 to 1 is allowed, and the base in this number is 2. Then we have seen how we can convert a decimal number into a binary number. So we have seen a simple method. What we have to do is we have to divide whatever the number is given, let's say 15. So we have to divide this 15 by 2 until we get the quotient 0. And whatever the value we are getting at a remainder, so we will write it from bottom to top. That would be the converted binary number for this particular decimal number. So that's all for the today's class. So we will learn about more number systems and more conversion in our upcoming classes. Keep looking to your Learn Forward app and keep using it for updated content and some more tips and tricks. Thank you guys.